Welcome back. In the heart of the enchanting Riebeek Valley, where rolling hills embrace the imaginative dance of sunlight, a textile of anticipation is merged. Set against the backdrop of nature's symphony, this gathering is destined to unfold its chapters over the weekend of the 9th to the 11th of August this year. Just a fleeting hour's drive from Cape Town, the engagement gestures, inviting associated spirits to embark on a journey where time swings and the spirit of the valley comes alive. To tell us more about the event, the Solo Studios co-owner and co-project manager Ashley Stone joins us now virtually. Ashley, a very good morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Good morning, Sipiwe. How are you?
Very well. How are you? Good to have you on the show this morning. I just gave an outline of the event, but what's the theme or the purpose of the gathering in the Riebeek Valley?
So, essentially, Riebeek Castile is filled with these amazing artists, and the event, it's 8 years old at the moment. So a lot of people come down to Riebeek Castile. They love seeing the various artists in their studios. They love seeing the community painting, etc., etc. So essentially, it's 3 days of coming down, visiting artists in their studios, having a look at their processes, having a look at how they paint, trying to understand the mythology that they use, and being able to possibly deal with the artists and purchase a fine art piece, let's just call it at artist store rates. Mm-hmm. The idea, together with Swartland Tourism, is that we've wanted to bring people into the towns. It's great for the community, great for employment, and it's just a beautiful little town, 80 kilometers from Cape Town. All the yellow flowers are out. We've had tons of rain, so it's beautifully green. And the idea is you walk around, there's 3 loops, you go to various artists, you visit them in their houses. And as I said, you see their techniques, then you move on to something else. You stop off and have lunch at various long tables, great restaurants in the area, of course. And then there's some evening shows as well. So it's 3 days of solid entertainment. That I think any person coming down for the Women's Day holiday on the Friday, stay the Saturday and Sunday, will have a great time. Or just come for the day.
Yeah. You've just posited Riebeek Valley as this picturesque, venue or a picturesque place to be, to enjoy, yes, and just, bask in the glory of such entertainment. But how does the natural environment of the valley contribute to the overall experience?
Well, it's a great wine-growing region. A lot of people tend to think of us as the poor cousin of Franschhoek and Stellenbosch, but we're holding our own and we're growing. It's a great olive-growing region. So I think between the wine, there's many wine farms around, the Melanu brands, all of these different Kluvenberg brands. There's these different wine brands. And so in the regions, particularly in the Swartland region, you get to see everything from olives to wine. Azefontein is just down the road, so you're at the seaside. So the Swartland region is a fantastic region, sort of ticking all the boxes of olives, wines, sea experiences. So I think, and views. The vistas are just incredible. A lot of people come down here to shoot their commercials or their movies because the weather's always reliable and the views are just next level.
What are some of the notable features or landmarks of the valley that attendees can explore? I know that there's this traditional and long-standing intersection between art and views or natural wonders of a place.
Yes, a lot of people say, well, why did so many artists end up in this little town? It really is, we've got 27 artists exhibiting, over 50 artists in terms of you taking all the work at the galleries. Somebody asked me the other day, is there something in the water? And I think there probably is, because it attracts a lot of literary, artistic type people. But I do think that the valley and the views and the history of the area really has something to do with it. We've got the beautiful Kastilberg Mountain just behind us. You've got the valley itself. You've got Tulbach down the road. For example, this morning when you wake up and you look out, you're going to see snow-capped mountains of the Tulbach area. So I think, people love being creative in a space that's beautiful. And I think that's where the Riebeek Valley really ticks all the boxes from that point of view.
And being creative in a space that's being beautiful is one thing, but let's talk about the opportunities that will be there for attendees to connect with each other and just form meaningful relationships.
Yes. So, The Friday, as I said, is a public holiday. So people will arrive in the morning. They might have tickets for the day. They then get to see, as I said, 26 artists, 27 artists in their studios. Then there's various long tables that they can go to and book for. So they're getting, I like to call it the art of food, the art of wine. There'll be various wine tastings. And so they're having really a holistic type of experience from the time they arrive to the time they leave. You can buy a weekend pass, so you can be here for the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday. There's various shows. We've got Aldo Brinquet, who's just come back from London performing The Moon Looks Delicious from here. I mean, sold out performances in London, and he's going to be performing next week, Friday, Saturday night. I mean, we're in a little town in the Western Cape. Are you going to be able to go and see somebody as great as he is? And then we've got Ren Hines. He's a musician who's just signed with a label in London. He's going to be performing over the weekend. And I think the coup de grace for us has been this Winelands Philharmonic who come through on a Sunday, and that's a 60-piece orchestra. They're going to be together with Ariel Huang, who's doing, as a picture of her right now, doing her soloist premiere. So, and that's going to be in our local church, which is architecturally and acoustically just an amazing setting for a philharmonic.
Yeah.
So I think you see we're catching everybody from the contemporary to the traditional, ceramicists, artists. I think there's something for everybody. I think the other important thing is to say that the proceeds of that event and the proceeds from, there's a gallery called Gallery 7, those proceeds go directly back to the community, to young artists that are interested in becoming artists but can't afford paintbrushes or paint. This is an initiative we're driving via Swartland Tourism to make sure that the kids of the community who are showing an artistic bent have the supplies, because I mean art supplies are expensive. So there's a lot of this type of event in our area really gives back to the community, not only directly but indirectly, in terms of employment and in terms of training and talent. So that's very important for us, and it's a big deal for Solo Studios.
And I'm actually glad you touched on the economic spin-offs that this event will bring to the local economy. And no doubt that it'll foster a community of belonging amongst participants. So any specific initiatives or activities designed to promote inclusivity and diversity?
Well, there is a silent auction this coming weekend where the various artists have donated pieces, and people that are coming to the event will be able to look at the different pieces, put in a silent bid or the amount of money they would be willing to pay for that specific piece. And then on the Sunday, we're going to open up all the bids and have a look at what prices people wanted to pay. And obviously the highest price gets the little piece of art. But more importantly, those proceeds are going directly back to the community and to the kids in terms of, as I said earlier, trying to foster an interest in art and get the guys doing something after school that they really, really enjoy. We've got Andries Klipkind, that's how he prefers to be called, but he does a lot of pottery work here. And at the moment, he's training 20 youngsters in terms of working with clay. Riebeek Tourism, Swartland Tourism donates the clay. So he's fostering an interest in them, and a lot of their pieces are going to be on display and are going to be for sale. And what that does is you've got somebody who after school fiddles around with the clay. Andries puts it into his kiln, it gets fired, it then gets displayed, and somebody comes along and purchases the artwork. And the message back is, use your talents, use your creativity, and in fact, someone's going to come along and buy it. And we found that really helps a lot of the kids in terms of looking at what they want to do going into the future and really unlocking their talents.
All right, Ashley, lovely chatting to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
And thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, we're joined by Solo Studios co-owner and co-project manager Ashley Stone, talking about an annual intimate art event taking place in Riebeek Valley from the 9th to the 11th of August this month.